Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 and Mortal Empires, part 29 of my clan Skryre campaign. You might have noticed there was no part 29 yesterday. That's because, realistically at the moment, I can only put out one video a day, and I am here recording when it's my turn to have a nap. So, me and my wife take it in shifts, and my wife came down and said, okay, you can take a nap, and I went, you know what, I'm going to do recording. And she just looked at me and went, all right, that's your choice, but good luck. So that's right, for you guys, I'm giving up nap time. I'm no hero, but I am quite legendary. So only one video a day. We're gonna do Warhammer and then Three Kingdoms, Warhammer and Three Kingdoms, so on. Streams are completely off the table at the moment. Unfortunately, I just don't have time. Just realistically do not have enough time to do more than one video a day, and I certainly can't do streams. So that's where we are at the moment. That might change later. It's just at this moment in time, that's where we are. So let's crack on with part 2. Oh, there'll be no extravaganza either, because that's basically 2 episodes in one. So again, don't have time to do 2 episodes, can only literally do 1. So last time, we had some problem with Brettonians, because the Brettonians...
I must keep my holy vow. No.
Well, if your holy vow is to recruit as many fucking peasant mobs as you can plausibly do in an army without an intervention, then mission completed, Albrecht. Good work. There we go. So, yeah, lots of Brettonian armies hanging around with their peasant mobs. We need to deal with that. We've also got some slight problems over here, as Talabekland have rocked up as Adalbert von Prestoff. There he is. And we're starting to recruit another army. Because basically, we need it. What can we get, if anything? Skaven slaves? I mean, slingers. They're cheap, they're fairly effective, somewhat. More importantly, Zap over here. I need a good name for Zap. I'm thinking Zap the Best Rat. No, that's a bit lame. There's got to be a good... there was a few good ones there. Zap the Grey, because none shall pass. I like that. But I need something that speaks to me. I need something that says Zap is an absolute legend. Zap the legend. Is that what we're getting? All right, I'll mull that over. I've got plenty of time to mull that over. Gordon has ranked up. Gordon, who is now level 29. He is going to have... Ooh, augmented weapon. Let's give him an augmented weapon. We could go and... You know what? We're ambushing. We're going to stay ambushing. We could retake Aquitaine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to scooch up over here. And we're going to ambush. Sneaky Popcorn. He does. We're going to go Gutter Fighter because well, he's actually got a lot of melee attack anyway. Let's go Precise because that's more weapon damage. So when he hits, he'll do more damage. I'm a little bit concerned Talabekland might be heading for the forest over here. It's got no defences. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lose any sleep if I don't have those settlements. It's just as long as they don't rebel, I don't really care. I got building stock grade, but we don't have a lot of cash. We spent it all on another army. What is Ulysses up to? Ulysses is actually doing quite... What's this? Okay. Okay. So... Ulysses can go and take Martek. The only slight concern I have is that Tic-Tac-Toe could be quite strong. And I don't think he likes us. No. See, he's not a fan. He is not a fan, so we could end up at war with him as well, which would open up a whole new front. I just wanted... This is kind of the problem, isn't it? Like, someone's annoying you, so you go and crush them, but then as soon as you crush them and take their territory, their neighbours don't like you either, so then you're at war with them as well. So it's just continuous expansion. Sod's Law. Oh my god, there's another army over here. Bloody helmets. They're heading for the forest. I've got nothing to stop them. I'm just going to have to let them take it. I mean... Am I building anything? You know what? Screw it, because I could use the money, and realistically, if I lose it, I'm not that bothered. Yarg is over here. We could actually get him to maybe help us with the walls. I've done some scouting, and oh god, they've got another Luon. Luon's up there. How many up? They've got 1, 2, 3 full armies, 2 half stacks, and this one over here. And that's the ones I can see. And we've got... Oh, there's another one over here.
Not in this world or the other.
Oh, there's so many... Oh, God. So many Brettonians. They're everywhere. It's a Brettonian tide. Holy shit. Let's get Spread Rot and Decay. Add an extra Plague Monk unit to the army spawned from the Vermintide Undercity building and Scam Corruption in adjacent provinces +1. Do I need that? Realistically, no. What would lead on to that? What do we need for that? A Plague Abbey. Oh, actually, if we go exotic martial arts, that leads on to exploit criminals, that then leads on to oppressive plans. Let's do that. We'll do that. That seems fine. That seems like the way forward. Won't worry about that or that or that. I don't just don't care. End the turn. Let's get this ball rolling. Let's get it rolling. Let's get cracking on. This is slightly concerning. We have been spotted. They are sent. Oh my god, they're sending everything. They're sending. It's every single Brettonian army within a 500-mile radius is heading right for Thyrus. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it's a lot of peasant mobs. There's some Grail Knights there. Well, we could retreat. We could retreat, but where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in retreating? Thyrus. Thyrus, you either win or you die. Is this a sensible idea? The answer to that is probably no. Still, Thyrus might die, so there's that. So, the Brettonian army is huge, is vast, and they've got a lot of characters. That's going to be a problem. The Fey Enchantress is here, as is Luon, and I think they've got about 6 or 7 bloody paladins, and quite a few mages. So that's fun. Because of this, my army is corner camping, because let's be honest, it's about the only way I'll survive. If I have to deal with the infantry and also getting flanked by cavalry, I'm fucked. So what I need to do is I need to corner camp so that I can protect my flanks without having all of the units. Who have we got here? Prophetess of Life there. There's Helen Michaud. Sasha Le Cornet. Gaethan. Oh, there's a lot of guys here. There's a lot of guys. A lot of guys, a lot of magic. Pretty scary. I mean, admittedly, most of the infantry is peasant mob. I think pretty much 50% of the infantry is peasant mob. But I just don't know if we've got enough. I mean, it's basically the Zap Brannigan school of warfare for the Brettonians, isn't it? Just sending wave upon wave of their own men into the gunfire of the Skaven and hoping that some of them make it through. Which is a little bit worrying that that's their basic tactic, but there we go. So advancing down, we do have units of menace below, so there we go. And as you can see, they're going to then windblast their own people. So nice work there. And then also Comet of Cassandora. The clan rats managed to do a lot of damage to the enemy army, but mostly because the enemy army was doing a lot of damage to itself. So good work there. Now, we don't have any warp bombs because I forgot to build them. Oops. Probably should have built one, really. That probably would have been sensible. Never mind. No point worrying about it now. We're trying to take out Luon, who is flanking around. We're trying to shoot him, but he is regenerating everything we hit him with, unfortunately. So he's going to reach our line, and we don't really have much to deal, much be able to actually counter him. All we've got is Thyrus on his Doom Wheel, not really an anti-character role, and Gordon Zola, who is more of a support character. So, yeah. Yeah, we're going to send more menace from below to try and basically just tie up this cavalry for a little, for just a minute, and they actually run away from the menace below. I'm not entirely sure why. Some of the knights trying to flank round and not doing very well. They're getting gunned down. So at least that's something. But we've got 2 enemy characters. Etienne, Le Troubadour, and Aaron. And although we're doing a lot of damage to them, they are going to make it into combat. And these clan rats ain't going to do shit to them. So we're going to send in Thyrus to try and help out a little bit. Luon's hitting our right flank. We're going to send in some Rat Ogres to try and punch him in the face. Fortunately, it turns out Rat Ogres not very good at killing Luon. He's just sort of tanking it and killing them. He kills 1 per hit, so that's not. I mean, there's not many Rat Ogres either, so that's not great. So So Gordon's chasing off some of these characters. We've actually managed... I mean, there's so many of them. Okay, one has run away. We've still got Reynard of the Braid here to deal with, so we need to kill him. We shoot it. We're trying to concentrate fire on these characters. If we can kill the characters, then, you know, we should be okay. Another bloody paladin coming in this direction. How many sodding paladins do they have? Jesus. The Warp Fire Throwers doing fantastic work. The Doombringers. Line them up, boys. Just evaporating entire units of infantry with the Warp Fire Throwers there. Fantastic work. Thyrus has taken a lot of damage from the enemy heroes. He has managed to kill a few of them, but there's a lot of them. Nice little spell here is going to cause quite a lot of damage. Very, very nice. Little Cassandora coming in there, killing more of the Brettonians than it does of our menace below. Not that we really care about our menace below. Okay, so here comes the cavalry. The cavalry has managed to reach our line pretty much unscathed. That's not good. Okay, yet more characters being chased off. That's excellent. Here comes the main body of infantry and lots of wizards along with it. Now, wizards obviously aren't very good melee combatants, but they're better than most basic unit types, so they can actually do quite a lot of damage against a unit like clan rats, which is our main line, effectively. So, along with the paladins and the infantry, this could cause us a lot of trouble. So we've got the Clan Skryre Clanstone here. That's to try and reduce magic resistance and make the Warp Fire Throwers do a little bit more damage because they have magical attacks. So far, so good, but as you can see, it's a thin rat line to try and hold back just the sheer horde of Brettonians. They've actually started to reach our weapon teams, and our weapon teams, they're locked into combat. They're not doing what they should be doing, which is shooting people. There's some good work going over on this flank. I'm hoping if we can start clearing out the flanks. The Blight Scabs Plague Pack moving in to try and help out. Trying to keep them away from ranged units. Help them so we can hit this flank. Basically, this flank is completely undefended now, so we're going to use Blight Scabs Plague Pack just to try and hold units at bay. Our weapon teams are pulling back from the fight and waiting for our clan rats to rout. And when the clan rats rout, we can then, you know, shoot anyone who's still alive. Unfortunately, that's probably quite a few people. There's Jesus, so many characters in this blob here. There's 2 units, but look how... Oh my god, there's just so many of them. So many. The Warp Fire Throwers lining up a shot. The Fey Enchantress is in there. We end up actually incinerating quite a few of our own units. Less than ideal, really. And so we might have destroyed quite a lot of our clan Vulcan's Tail Slashers. That could be better. The Warp Fire Throwers, while great, not particularly brilliant against characters. The Pegasus Knights end up getting frozen, and we just shoot them with everything we've got, because the last thing I need is flying knights with a massive charge bonus landing in the middle of my weapon team. So they're going to get killed very, very rapidly. We're just going to target them with everything we've got. As you can see, the Rat Ogres not doing very well. Managed to get a few kills, but not really enough. We need to concentrate fire on these enemy heroes. Unfortunately, Gordon's taking a lot of damage. He's fighting quite a few of them by himself, and it's not going great. The Fey Enchantress has got how many kills? I don't think she's got many. I can't... There she is, 22. 22, but now we're concentrating fire on it. Gordon, although, is in the line of fire, and he's dead. Gordon is dead. Gordon, he's going to be fine, I'm sure. The Fey Enchantress, though, she's now floating around the middle of the battlefield right in the way of the rattling guns, and they are concentrating everything they've got on her. Just take her out as quickly as possible. Finish her off. She's down. She's down. She's grounded. Mayday. Mayday. And she's down. Lovely. So we've got some more prophetesses to kill off. So we need to do that. So we're going to concentrate fire on them. Fill them full of lead. Prophetess makes a run for it. That's a mistake. Concentrate all firepower. Yep, she's down. Sasha, we kill her as well? Or do we not? Because where's Luon? Luon's around here somewhere. Oh, we do finish her off. There's a paladin over there. There's Luon. So Luon is coming towards our weapon teams. That's not ideal. We don't have any units left to stop him. Most of our infantry is fleeing off the field. And here comes another wave of Brettonians. Thyrus is quite badly wounded. There he is. He's on 654 health, which isn't ideal. Luon is currently murdering my Natty Bubo's sharpshooters. So what we're going to do is we've got weapon teams completely surrounding him. We're going to bring Thyrus in. I then changed my mind last second because what I want to do is basically fill him full of bullets. So everyone's opening fire. It's a crossfire. Yes, it's going to hit some of our own units, but frankly, I don't care. If we can kill Luon, that gives us a little bit of a chance. So everyone's just surrounding him, shooting with everything they've got. He's starting to break. We have chewed through his health quite rapidly. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. He's down. Luon is down. We killed some of our own rattling guns, but it was worth it. Knights coming in as reinforcements, surrounding these clan rats. Bad idea, guys. Because... Warp bomb. I still have some warp bombs, and that does a lot of damage to those knights. We can then use the warp lightning cannons just to finish them off. So, good. First wave killed. Let's take stock. So we've got still a warp lightning cannon with some shots left. Not many. Plague catapult without any ammo. That's not great. We've got our rattling teams still survive, just barely. Quite a few of them are dead. The Natty Bubo sharpshooters still do have ammo, so that's quite nice. And the Doombringers, the Warp Fire Throwers, actually up to almost 300 kills and pretty intact. Infantry-wise, not very strong. We've got some of our Blight Scab's Plague Pack. We've got a few clan rats over there. And we've also got a unit of clan rats with spears who for some reason ended up miles away. Now they are trying to return back to our lines, but unfortunately we've got some Grail Knights right on their tail. Oh, also Thyrus is alive, still. And that's our army. Lovely. Okay, so far, not the best. We're trying to give the clan rats some cover because, you know, anyone that gets back to our line is better than nothing. Unfortunately, nasty. Very, very nasty. That didn't go well. The Grail Knights are complete... Oof. Well, you know, we got some good shots in there. At least we killed the Grail Knights. That's something. That is something. Unfortunately, there's a lot of... There's a lot of peasant mob. It is mostly peasant mob, though. There are some Knights Errant there. Some peasant bowmen with pox arrows. There's a Grail Reliquary. We have mostly killed all of their characters, though. The characters pretty much gone. So we've got some clan rats with spears retreating. They should rally and come. Grail Knights got chewed up and are down. So what we need to do is basically keep the peasants at bay while we gun them down. That's key. And if anyone gets too close, then we use what's left of our infantry to try and fend them off. No, don't run, flee. It's almost in the bag, guys. I mean, yes, okay, there's a lot of people incoming, but it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. The Grail Guardians rally, come back to the fight, and then just all die. Guess they needed more physical protection. Let's peasant mobs incoming. There we go. Peasant mob, peasant mob, peasant mob, peasant mob, peasant mob, peasant mob. Some of these archers have rallied. They are wavering though, and there are some knights errant, but that's about it. There's also a trebuchet, but it's coming in very, very slow. So I'm hoping that we can break the enemy army before it becomes a problem. The battlefield is just littered with corpses everywhere, and it's about to be littered with even more because the peasant mobs are coming into range of our weapon teams. Now, what I probably should have done was move Thyrus, because he's actually taking some fire from the rattling weapon teams. So we're going to move him. But as we start moving him, some of the other rattling teams start opening fire. I mean, that's just purely an accident, obviously. That wasn't intentional. I wasn't trying to get Thyrus killed. He's fine. He's just taking a little bit. You know, it's accidental damage. These things happen. No need to worry about it. Peasant mob getting gunned down. Our rattling gunners, of course, have pretty much infinite ammunition, which is just as well. They have. This is after the patch, though. So I think it used to be they regained ammo every 15 seconds, and now it's 25. So if they start running low on ammo, they will start firing very, very slowly, but at least they will still fire. The Warp Fire Throwers, on the other hand, are just having a whale of a time. basically anything that gets close just gets evaporated by them. Rattling gunners opening fire all over the place. Thyrus running back in the middle of the rattling gunners and taking some damage. We're going to get him behind the line now because it's just getting silly. What fire throwers? Oh, look at this. This is glorious. Now, we've got a big concentration right here. This is a lot of peasants. So we're going to drop some spells there. Not overcast, because obviously that would potentially kill Thyrus, considering how low his health is. So we're going to light them up. And this is exactly what the warp fire throwers were built for. They're up to 380 kills now. A lot of these units look like they're wavering. Some units now getting... Some of the peasant mob, we just can't kill them all. There's so many of them. So Blight Scabs Plague Pack are in now fighting some of these Plague mob, trying to draw some fire off. The AI likes to shoot at high value units which don't have much armour or shielding, which these guys basically are. Some more spells going off. Not that we really needed it, because a lot of the enemy army is now routing. We just need to get close enough to knock out their archers. Their archers are now a major issue for us. If we can just break our way past all of the peasant mob, which seems like it's going quite well. Look at all the bodies. Holy shit, how many units did they bring? They brought 4,230. I brought 2,000. Now, had they brought a few more units of knights, I think this would have gone very, very differently. So we're now in range of the archers, and we can see we're just cutting them down. Everything we got. What fire throwers in range. And the last few units are breaking. It looks like Thyrus has survived. Thyrus have survived with 366 health. Well, praise the great horned rats, I guess. That's, you know, good job, Thyrus. The Grail Reliquary running away. Off he goes. Just legging it. Guys, can we maybe deal with that? I just think... Yeah, there we go. It's just so stupid. Well, Pyrrhic victory. I don't think that was Pyrrhic. That was fine. Only lost one unit. Totally one unit anyway. Clan Vulcan's Tail Slashers. Rubbish. We got a spell shield. Thyrus leveled up. Did Gordon actually survive? I thought he died, but apparently he's okay. You know what? Let's take the replenishment. I think replenishment, probably a good idea. May as well. And that has set... Oh, Aquitaine. Well, okay. Okay. No biggie. The fact that we managed to... Thyrus managed to do... Anyone would think that I was trying to get Thyrus killed. If you were looking at what I just did, you'd suspect that maybe I was trying to exterminate Thyrus. And you'd be right, but he's weirdly resilient. He just doesn't die, does he? I throw him into the worst battles I can find, and he just comes out just barely, just by the skin of his whiskers. It's most distressing. There's nothing worse than having a minion who you can't dispose of. So our virus was detected, unsurprisingly, really. How's your army doing? Jeez, you know what? That's actually not bad. I was expecting that to be significantly worse, but actually Thyrus is going to replenish in pretty much one turn, so that works out quite nicely. We've lost Aquitaine, but I'm not overly bothered about that. Undercity established at Carroburg. Well, there we go. Carroburg, good. There's going to be lots of people killed because there was a lot of characters. Jesus. Well, good, lovely. Okay, so lots of people dead. That's fine. We're going to scooch Thyrus down here and lay a little ambush because I don't know where this army's going. But I suspect it's probably going to try something around here. Do we not have any regiments? Oh, we don't have any regiments around. I think that's probably fine. I mean, Thyros has ranked up. Thyros has ranked up, so we should probably give him... I'm tempted to give him Storm Vermin. As much as I am trying to get him killed, he is a good character to have around. Let's go with Power Overload. Let's do that. And then we're going to use Ikit to hit Aquitaine. And hopefully kill Albric de Bordelot.
Miscalculated.
Albric de Bordelot. Brave, but pretty suicidal as he rushes straight towards the guns and ends up dead. Okay, now full disclosure on this battle, this isn't what happened. So I record the replays. Now if you know anything about Total War replays, it's that sometimes, depending on different versions, you can have desync, because Total War replays work in that the battle you're watching is effectively the same battle that you played before with the same moves being played out. So minor differences in unit speed or attack power or what have you can end up with different things happening. Now, I recorded this battle twice. The first time, I forgot to hit record. Oops. The second time, I successfully recorded everything. I then stopped the recording and then I closed down Total War. The problem being that OBS had corrupted the file. It was fucked. Had to shut down OBS, had to force close it, and the file wasn't saved. So then I went to reopen Total War again. Turns out I didn't have the update. So the update hit, the Amethyst update, which is great, but it means that this battle is going to be completely fucked. So Albric died just like last time. He ran straight into the guns as per usual and died horribly. And so far things are happening fairly accurately, actually. The only difference I would say was that Albric got a Trident ability off. And yeah, you can see a Warp Lightning hitting here. That was because a Peasant mob was actually coming down in this direction. So turns out the Rattling guns might be slightly more effective than stuff is going wrong all over the place. Although it looks like we're still going to win. I mean, Ikit definitely carved up these knights pretty effectively the last time, as is happening here. Ikit and his buddies. So some units are actually going to get into combat with our Rattling gunners. That didn't happen. As soon as they got a little bit close, the Storm Vermin charged forward and engaged a lot of them. So things are going a little bit awry. But I think overall, I think we're still going to get a win. Effectively, the Rattling gunners chewed up most of the units. Then the Storm Vermin charged them. And that was pretty much all she wrote for that one. Ikit dealt with all these units over here. There was a trebuchet over here that I used Menace from below to kill. At one point, all the units sort of blobbed up in the centre here, and I would have loved to have a Doom Rocket, but of course, you know, didn't have a Doom Rocket. Storm Vermin are on the move. So you can see the Council Guard, actually, in the actual battle, ended up charging a unit over here. My guess is that this unit over here, actually, in the actual battle, was over here, and that's why they charged. But what that happened is, because this unit's now over here, they charged in this direction instead. Replays get really fucked up when you change versions. One thing I was really pleased about in Three Kingdoms was the replays were actually pretty good. I didn't notice any desyncs with them, which was nice, because I know in Thrones of Britannia the desyncs were pretty horrendous. Battle would start off pretty similar to what happened, and then we go completely off piece. Unfortunately, Three Kingdoms dodged that particular one. It's fixed now in Thrones of Britannia. I keep meaning to do a campaign of Thrones of Britannia, actually. I quite like that game. I don't care what people say. I like it. So Ikit and his cronies are now coming over. At this point, the battle has pretty much been won by us. But turns out that we haven't quite won it. It looks like we're going to win it anyway, just with slightly more damage maybe taken than we had. It's a nice little charge there, which didn't actually happen in the battle, but there we go. So I could have just gone, sorry, we lost the battle, but I decided to record it anyway, just for fun. There we go, Brettonian army is routing, and Ikit Claw is victorious once again, with a crushing defeat, apparently. Oh well. I think we may have completely annihilated the entirety of Brettonian's armies in a single turn. So,
Sequence countdown.
well done everyone there. We're just going to loot and occupy, I think. Hammer and anvil. Plus 50 melee attack when fighting at sea. Oh, that horrible wibbly-wobbly blue thing. Don't think so. Ain't going to be going on that. Well, Ulysses did, but Ulysses, of course, is a intrepid adventurer, so that's just the kind of shit he gets up to. Okay, now we've got some problems. We've got some Talabecland armies as helmets. I've also got Adalbert. We could chase after them. We could potentially just throw Krolk at... Well, it's probably not the best idea, is it? Let's get some Plague Claw catapults. Let's get some Death Runners. That's going to take 2 turns. Now, we might lose some settlements in the forest, but to be honest, I was never particularly invested in their survival, so that's probably fine. That's probably fine. Now, we've got quite a lot of cash thanks to all those battles. Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Bloody hell. So many Brettonia's dead. Who's this? Okay, I suspect they may declare war. I think Tic-Tac-Toe may well declare war on me fairly soon. So it looks like we're going to be opening up yet another front to the south. They've got nothing to stop us, so we're just going to head straight for them. Looks like... What happened to Sartosa? What the hell happened to... Well, I'm not sure what happened to Sartosa, but either way, no big deal. We can... I want to get the bell. That's going to help with public order. That's good. I want more growth here, and let's get a building like that. I want to take Kofa. Martech... I could take or leave, to be honest. I'm not overly invested in capturing it. Plague Rolk? Who? Oh, Plague Rolk, you. Yes. It really does. I'm tempted to get Arms Dealer, actually, just to help us with our ammo. Let's do that, because for the moment we're going to be holding position here, because Kazakarak is a highly defensible position. I would actually quite like to take the entirety of the Silver Road if we could manage it. We don't actually get a lot of income here, but of course selling the gemstones, we're selling 71% of them. The income from that is actually 672. So that's not too bad. So actually that's more like... So like 800? And that 160 is then doubled, or will be, once we've got the slave wheels up and going in Kazakarak, and we do want to do that. So Kazakarak, not actually a very rich city for the Skaven, particularly. We've got that one, that's good. It's quite... Yes, discoverability is not great at Black Crag, but we are making a lot of money from it. Currently, we're taking 50... Well, not taking, but we're making 50% of what the city makes. So we're actually making about 1,500 just from that city alone. And in fact, Castle Drakenhof could well be more, even more, like we could get more cash from it. If we let Manfred build up Castle Drakenhof, we could make quite a bit of money from it. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to blow it up again. So where is it? Where is it? That one? No, that one. There we go. We're going to blow it up again just for fun. No particular reason. Just because I hate Manfred. Basically, screw Manfred. Screw Man. I'm just going to keep blowing up. Every time he builds his castle again, I'm just going to blow it to Kingdom Come and watch from a nearby mountain while I giggle to myself, because just watching Manfred just seething with rage because every time he rebuilds Castle Drakenhof, it then explodes. It warms my cockles. It will warm me on the coldest of nights. Can you imagine the fury in his face as he puts the last stone in place, and then kaboom in the distance. And after a few times, he's just going to get used to it. He sees the castle explode in the distance, and his shoulders are going to slump. A single solitary tear just rolls down his face, and he just face palms and cries and weeps. But while you mull that over, what I am going to do is build another Doom rocket, because I've been meaning to do this for quite a while, and I keep forgetting. So now we've got another Doom rocket. Good. That probably would have been useful in the Thyrus battle, to be fair. Probably quite useful. But, you know, he survived, and he's in rude health. Look at this. No problem. I'm not sure if I think Helmet might be going for this settlement here. If he lays siege to it, then we should be able to counterattack and take him out, so that'll be no problem. And then for Adalbert over here, if he goes and takes King's, I think Thyrus is going to have to mop up Talabecland, while Ikit, having completely defeated all of the Brettonian armies, single-clawed. He is then going to go and take all the glory and all of Brettonia. But that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Clan Skryre campaign.